Hello and welcome to the video project explanation of Iván Aristi and Alison and Hector Rojas. First we're going to talk about what is a platonic solid. Well, there are 5 basic types of platonic solids, and these are the tetrahedron, right here on the back, the cube, right here on the front, you can see that. There's also the octahedron, right here on the back. There's the dodecahedron, that's this big thing right here. And the icosahedron, that's this little guy. Basically, in three-dimensional space, a platonic solid is a regular convex polyhedron. It is constructed by congruent regular polygonal faces, with the same number of faces meeting each vertex. 5 solids meet this criteria, and each are named by the number of their faces. In elementary geometry, a polyhedron, which is the plural of polyhedra, is a solid in 3 dimensions with flat polygonal faces, straight edges, and sharp corners, or vertices also. The word polyhedrons come from the classical Greek, and they're used in this geometry to explain what are these platonic solids.
So, to vocabulary. First, we're gonna go with edges. An edge is basically just a line segment joining 2 vertices on the boundary of where the faces meet. What does this mean? Well, line segment, basically a line, joins the 2 parts, the 2 dots where the edge ends, are the vertices, and it connects them to the line segment. It's on the very vast boundary of the polygon. And it's also called a side. The polyhedron is made out of this because edges are creating polygons, which create the 3D object that is the polyhedron. A vertex is basically like the coffee shop where you wanted to meet your date. A vertex is just a meeting point of lines. They could be perpendicular, they could be not perpendicular, anything basically, intersecting, whatever you want, just where lines meet. It is a point where straight lines meet. We gotta point that out because not all vertices or not all places where lines meet are vertices, but this, creating the platonic solid, all of them are vertices. And now the winner for the easiest concept of the whole project, the faces. Faces are just a polygon. Basically, imagine that, a polygon. Face is just an individual surface on an object. A polygon, a 2D on a 3D. A lot of polygons create a polyhedron or a 3D solid, sorry. And this 2D things that create these 2D polygons that create the 3D polyhedron are called faces. Now that we know what face, edge, and vertex stands for, I'm gonna guide you through what are these in relation to the platonic solids. The tetrahedron has 4 faces, 4 vertices, 6 edges. Cube, 3 squares that meet at each vertex, 6 faces, 8 vertices, 12 edges. Octahedron, 4 triangles meeting at each vertex, 8 faces, 6 vertices, and 12 edges. The 2 bigger types of platonic solids are the dodecahedron and the icosahedron. The dodeca has 3 pentagons meeting at each vertex. It has 12 faces, 20 vertices, 30 and 30 edges. The icosahedron is not about pentagons, it's about triangles. And because of this, it has 20 faces, 12 vertices, and 30 edges.
Now let's try to understand the process of how we made these platonic solids. The materials are actually pretty simple. We just used these Q-tips, which are what make up everything, every structure, and this glue gun. We used the glue gun to glue each and every vertex, lining up the edges in each and every vertex. And we used double Q-tips to secure positions in place, because as you can see, it's very vulnerable. But with the double Q-tips, it gets some stability. Also, we did that strategy in the cube because the cube is actually a figure with not much structure. It just sticks up and sticks to the side, not like triangles. And this is why we use double vertices in the two bases. Well, double Q-tips in the two bases. Now that you've gone through this, here's a sneak peek of how Tison, Hector, and I made all this platonic solid. It took some time and trial and error, because making this strategy of twice the Q-tips was not the first thing we planned out, and the first one got pretty messy. So here are some clips for you to see what was the process and what did we do.
No llega. Ahí llega. Ok, eso hay que editarlo.
Oh.
Eso hay que editarlo. Eso hay que sacarlo del video.
Loco, el video no va a tener sonido técnicamente.
Porque, la ponle una musiquita ahí como que. No, ponle así como.
Dale,
No puedo, no puedo. No, esto también. Y ahí está. ¿Tú sabes qué? Esa está pilada, pero ese es diferente, loco. Y ahora le ponemos un palito aquí para que se vea más, pero aún.
Well, this is now the end of the video, and I would like to leave you with the final product of all the effort, the things we did in class and the things we did in my house. We're very thankful for this lesson, and we really learned a lot. I can speak by Tison, by Hector, and by me, because hands-on learning is a very effective method, and we really appreciate it. Platonic solids, we know them, and we live them, so we make sure that we will never forget them.